think the reason I love quotes because they can take really complex subjects and thoughts and just condense them, sometimes into a line or two. And they get our mind wandering, taking a deep dive, sometimes down untraveled territory, places that we've not wandered. Sometimes they're just poetic, or they just feed us in a very deep way. So the idea of kind of collecting these and putting them together so that they were a book of reflections that all of us who love plants, love the earth, love people, love relationships could take joy in reading. As I started to put this volume together, and I do want to say that this was a collective effort. So many herbalists contribute to it. Also my incredible friend and editor, past editor of Story Publications, she really helped. And then the wonderful artist and graphic designer, Carolyn Eckhart, who really created so much beauty for these quotes. I just have to thank everybody for creating this beautiful volume for us. But I also really want to thank my grandmother because she was such an inspiration to me. My grandmother, Mary Abeliana Yekunov, was really my first guide into the world of herbs. She was a very powerful, very beautiful, kind woman, deeply religious, deeply spiritual. And it was interesting for me when I first started to pull this collection together. I was going through my mother's belongings. My mother had recently passed away, and we were sorting through her 97 years of living, her beautiful possessions and things that she had. And I came across a little brown book, right? And I noticed my grandmother's handwriting on it. And when I undid the twine and the old rubber band that bound it, I found my grandmother was also a collector of quotes. And so the first quote in here is from my grandmother's collection. It's from my grandmother's little brown book. And I want to read it because I think it sums up actually not just this book, but really what life is about. It's a quote by Clarence Francis. I have no idea who that person is, but I like what they said. I sincerely believe the word relationship is the key to the prospect of a decent world. And you may wonder what that's doing in a book of herb quotes, but really everything about plants teaches us about relationship. Our relationship to the plants, our relationship to the earth, the plant's relationship to the earth and the world around it, our relationship to one another, and definitely our relationship in how to make this world a better, healthy, thriving place for all living beings. I just want everybody to know that this book is also in part dedicated to United Plant Savers for their incredible generosity to the plants and to the plant world. United Plant Savers was formed by a group of herbalists who really wanted to focus on the plants themselves, not so much how we could use them. So that's often where herbalists came from, was how we could use, how all people come to plants, how we can use them to make our lives better, which they certainly do in every aspect, in every way. But we had realized how much the plants were giving to us, and also realized that our responsibility was to give back. And also as users of medicinal plants, many of us had started businesses, were making products, had herb stores. So we were using plants in large amounts. And we recognized that our responsibility as healers and as stewards was really to be stewards of the healing plants. And so we are donating 10% of the royalties from these books will go back to United Plant Savers from all of us, from the plant-loving community.